Hello and Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Keel Christmas Home Tour. It's been a while since I've seen you guys, but I've been thinking of you and I'm excited to share with you what I've done this holiday season. I really did just open up my Christmas bins, put things down, and basically left them. I didn't zhuzh, I didn't detail, I just set and forget, and I'll tell you what, this has been the easiest and most enjoyable Christmas season I've had in a very long time. I'll start here in this area of my home. This is the hallway right in our downstairs powder room. Here I've kept a lot of vintage ornaments. That Santa is my favorite. It's actually an old pencil sharpener. These are different things my mom has thrifted or had in her collection, and I put them in this keepsake box here with glass doors that was also thrifted. My Noel sign was thrifted as well. Then we're going over into the living room where I've added just a few touches. One new thing I purchased this year is this red Be Merry pillow. It was a purchase from Walmart. Here on our TV console, this has looked so different every day. My girls just play in this area and I let them. So we have a Santa mug and a little nativity and a believe sign. I have my thrifted apothecary tree with some mints and a broken ornament because that happens. That one's been broken and glued so many times. We've kept the same fake tree we've had for so many years, but it's filled with love and lots of memories. Each of these ornaments tells a story. A couple of new ones were added this year for kindergarten and pre-kindergarten. They're mostly souvenirs from our travels and family vacations, funny stories, or Halloween costumes. We have pictures of our first snow in this home, a lot of fingerprints and handprint type of ornaments as well. One of my favorites this year is our 2019 souvenir from our first trip to Disney World last February. We also have our Aloha Kitty from my brother's wedding. And one that's become even more special than it already was is this small ornament here with Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus. It's special because not only did I get to play Mary when I was 4 years old in preschool, but both of my daughters had the honor of being Mary in their Christmas pageant. So what a coincidence. That one's just a little more special now. Heading over to our mantle and my newly made over fireplace. If you haven't seen it, this is our first holiday with the fireplace looking the way it does. Growing up, I had a red and white striped stocking and my brother had a green and white. So when I saw these at Target, they really brought back classic childhood memories. And so I got one of each for my family collection. My daughters have had the same stockings though for a while. My stocking holders are these really pretty but simple thrifted finds. One is a tree and the other is like a candle holder. It looks like a battery operated candle may have gone in there at one point. I spray painted those last year to be the champagne sort of gold that you see, but I never really did anything with the candle part. On the mantle itself is just a very simple plug-in garland. I believe that was a Michael's find last year and I love it. It's all I needed with some battery operated candles. They go on a timer so they turn on and off and I don't have to worry about anything. I have this small cake topper of Santa and his reindeer on this hoop wreath that I got at a yard sale, and I just added some berries and greenery that I had from Dollar Tree from years past. In our living room, I've temporarily moved the coffee table out back to the basement so we have more room to play. Over here on the side, I have a small fox with a red scarf that I've had for quite a while. This basket is something seasonal, so right now I have all the snow clothes for snow days, but in the summer I have bathing suits and floaties. I had a small faux tree over there as well from IKEA. On each corner of my door, I have a little decor. One of them is some sleigh bells, and the other is this craft reindeer that I just added glitter to the antlers several years back. Here in my kitchen, I have my watch hanging out from washing the dishes, but mostly everything here is secondhand. I've had this snowman mug since I worked at Starbucks way back in college. A couple of different signs from Target. These are some new thrifted cups this year for my daughters to use, and these are the ones my husband and I use mostly for Bailey's this time of the year. The kitchen is pretty simple. I did not add my garland around the window that I like to do. Maybe next year I'll get to it, but I didn't mind. I didn't miss it. I have a small tree next to my soap. Then I have this another Apothecary food safe Christmas tree that I thrifted, and I have all the holiday chocolates in there. We have already decorated a small Christmas village, and yep, our little elf is hiding out in various spots throughout my home this season. I love this red and white striped kitchen towel that I have. I'll use that year round, but it's perfect for this time of the year without being too obvious. I also added a small buffalo check rug in the area where I wash the dishes. Now heading into the dining room, you'll see a nice new table runner that's actually a tablecloth that I folded in thirds. All of my candle sticks, my votive holder, all three items are thrifted, and I love the combination of the green teal, the crystal star, and the black, which used to be gold, candlestick. We have our small tree that we used to keep in our apartment. I put that here in the dining room, and I wrapped it with a blanket scarf that I don't really wear. Again, it was a set and forget, and it's worked out. It's brought us lots of joy. On my new shelves from TJ Maxx, I added some trees, a homemade decor item, and some joy mugs that I had. I have this sleigh from Target Dollar Spot maybe 3 or 4 years back, a faux tree on top. The trees were from Target. The little candle holders that look like homes were from Walmart last summer. This Merry Christmas tag was something that was on a gift I received. Inside of the hutch, it is a mess and it's cluttered, so I know that's coming up in January to fix that. The thing I really wanted to share with you is that I changed out my photos for the holiday. I did this right around Thanksgiving. I like to get my photos done at Costco when they're this large, and I just have some of my favorite, this is totally one of my favorites, of my daughters throughout the different Christmases. My oldest is 6, my youngest is 4, so we've had a few years of memory making. I will give you an update on this room shortly once I finalize it, but one thing you'll notice is I did change my blinds finally from that orange wood to white, and it's made a huge difference. I made these silhouettes of my daughters in years past with an X-Acto knife and poster board, and I just taped up a little faux mistletoe to the corner of each one. I have a season's greeting sign from Walmart, which was another new purchase this year. But everything else here you see I've already had. The lantern used to be a light. I took the electricity stuff out of it and just used it as a lantern. I thrifted this sleigh. It was at one point a candy dish. There's only a few left, and now I keep the remotes there to turn on all my lights. That fake tree is something I thrifted, and the small lights are from Dollar Tree a few years back. In the reflection of my mirror, you'll see that I have a wreath up top. This was a wreath that I just got from Goodwill a few weeks ago. And yes, I have not finished painting. We are debating constantly on what to do and how to get that job done. You'll see here some red bows. These were, I don't know, a couple years old and I've kept. And I do owe you a video, but as you can see, I've updated my stairs by taking off the majority of the carpet. We still have a few things to go. At the top of the hallway here upstairs, you'll see my vintage advent calendar that I used as a kid. My girls found a nutcracker and decided to add it. I don't have much in the bedrooms, but I do have a very simple plug-in garland on my bookcase in our master bedroom. Over here hanging on my hooks is my husband's stocking from when he was a child. I love the way it looks. I love this like crochet Santa, and so I'm happy that we have that. At one point I may have been offered my childhood stocking, but I think my mom has kept them, so maybe I'll add mine to the collection down the line. I did not have the girls clean their room or anything before I filmed this, but I wanted to show you they have a Charlie Brown Christmas tree as well as another simple garland plugged in. And something new I added to their beds this year were these small accent pillows with a little Christmas tree design. Very cute. We have a small wooden nativity set that my husband's family had for a while and that we inherited. The girls have a plastic snow globe, and over here on the shelf I just threw some trees that needed a home. Honestly, I believe those will be decluttered at the end of the holiday season. Coming into what we call our playroom, sometimes we call it the office, sometimes we call it the classroom. I have this section here for homemade art. Violet's busy working. We've been doing a lot of color by numbers this season. On their bulletin boards are just things they've made either at home or at their school programs. I hung a wreath with a command hook in the center here, and I'm using battery operated lights so that way I don't have to have a cord going down. I have these 3 spice racks that I use over here next to our whiteboard, and I draped an outdoor flag that says Merry Christmas. These are some DIY nutcrackers. Each of my daughters painted 2 of them. I love the way they look. They're going to be keepsakes for sure. And then I have some faux trees that will definitely carry out throughout the rest of winter, not just Christmas. I have a Santa hat hanging from the corner of our letterboard, which Olivia helped me make. It says the most wonderful time of the year, and I let her do it and I didn't go back and fix anything. I think it looks even better this way. I don't think I could have done a better job. Thank you for tuning in. This is not the last you'll see of me. Please stay tuned during the new year. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody.